Alright guys, so I've been playing a lot of Claire Obscure and recently, and I mean just a couple of hours ago, I hit in-games after defeating the Paintress, and I'm already able to clear just about every bit of content in the in-game. I'm absolutely destroying all the towers and in-game zones, and for the most part, the build has been performing extremely well despite literally only investing into one character, Maelle. This build revolves very heavily around Maelle's incredibly strong synergies with Last Chance, Phantom Strike, and Stendhal. Each of these abilities is utilized in a way that allows her to adapt to any situation, and keep in mind you're not limited to just using the meta weapons. You have a few options and you can put this build together in no time. This build is perfect for clearing all the in-game content and even prepare you for New Game Plus. Let me show you exactly how to make this build. Alright guys, so now that you have a better idea of how the build works, let me go over the parts and pieces and how to put it together, and most importantly, there's two things. At the very end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a full-fledged progression guide so that whenever you hit level 40, 50, whatever the case is, and you're in the end game, you finish the Paintress and you want to progress to this point where you're this strong, I'm going to have it broken down for you at the end of the video because it'll be too much in the middle of the video. I want to give you the parts in the build first, so make sure you go check that out. Secondly, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're really trying to hit 20k subs at by the end of this month if we can. So show some support by leaving a like as well as subscribing. It's a free way to support the channel and it helps me out more than you actually know. So subscribe to the channel. I put together really awesome guides like this one and more games you're going to be playing in the future. So it's a win-win. Anyway, first thing first, let's go over Maelle because she's literally the one that's the most important. We're going to talk about some other stuff in the other characters, but they're not as important as Maelle. But we're going to go over her weapon. So, as you guys probably come to expect from her weapon, and we're going to go to the level. The Medulum is the primary weapon that we're going to be using in this build. There are going to be other options that we're going to talk about in this video. I know this is the meta weapon, but I feel like the extreme vast majority of players that I've seen had this weapon because they got it from the arena, from this arena here, when you did this like little quest line. If you didn't do it like me, for example, because you know, I just didn't want to play around Maelle as my primary DPS, but it seems very inevitable because she's OP. You can use this weapon here, Bellarum, and this will be another alternative option that you can use until you get to the Medulum, because this one's just going to be good because it starts you in Virtuous Stance, which gives you 200% damage, and this actually has really good burn synergies. Again, you don't care too much about the burn synergies. This is pretty decent, but if you get this to level 20, the Bellarum, this will give you 100% crit chance while you're not in any stances. And this is actually really good damage and it's going to help you early on if you don't have the other one. If you have this weapon, go pay attention to the end of the video where I have it timestamped for progression. Otherwise, just level up this weapon. For our skills, we're going to be using a combination of skills, but the first one is going to be Phantom Strike. Phantom Strike is going to deal very high void damage to all enemies and do 4 hits. And then it gives you 35% of a gradient charge. It's really good synergy for clearing. This is going to be your primary clearing ability, as you probably see in a lot of the footage. We just blow up the entire screen, and the reason for this is simply because we have this ability. It just kills everything, so you want to use it. It's a very strong ability. It's your primary clear skill. The other important skill to this build is called Last Chance. It will reduce your health to 1 but refill all your AP, and this will switch you to Virtuous Stance. Now this is super important for her because if you don't have this weapon, which you may not have, this will always put you in that stance and you'll have 1 AP. You would need to survive it, obviously, but we have ways to like fix that where you can immediately go into it without having some of the best Pictos, but we'll go over that in a second. Other ones we need is going to be Burning Canvas. This one's a really good high single target void damage as well. I like it, and it put burns on it, so it's another great option. And then our main single target DPS skill is going to be Stendhal, if I said that right. And this does really insane, abnormally high amounts of damage, and is going to remove all the shield from yourself and apply defenseless to enemies as well. So if you do have some shield synergy and you have some defenseless synergies, which you can have in the future, probably when I min-max this build, I'll have that. This will do some extreme damage. I think the biggest hit I've done so far, and keep in mind, I just hit in-game like not even like 8 hours ago. Like not even 8 hours ago to releasing this video today. And I'm able to hit like 17, 18 million on some of my single target damage hits. Anything else is going to be completely up to you. I don't really feel like anything else is really needed. As you can see, I'm floating 52 points. For her Pictos, we're going to go over things that are important to this build to really make it good. Obviously you're not going to be able to get everything here, and these that we have here are just kind of leveling up. And for speed, But going over the ones that are super important to this build, one is going to be Cheater. You don't necessarily need this right now, but you're going to, if you get to the point where I'm at right now, you're going to need this because this is going to help you kill a lot of the strongest bosses in like 2 turns. This is just always makes you play twice in a row. In order to do this, there's going to be a like guy in the water. He's actually pretty strong. You may not be able to get to kill him until you level up your weapon that you use. So you'll probably go to the Dark Island or whatever it's called, Dark Shores, and you'll just farm at the Dark Shores for a little bit until you get enough of the currency you need to basically fight him. Then you'll go ahead and kill him and blow him up. Maybe a little hard, who knows? But Cheater's really big, and it's going to be something you definitely want because it gives you a ton of speed, HP, and it lets you play twice. It's actually insanely broken. Another really important Picto to have is at Death's Door. You deal 50% more damage if your health is below 10%. Obviously, your synergies that put you all the way down to 1 HP is going to give you 50% more damage, and that's really, really big. Again, all this will be down in the description where the Pictos are. I can't remember where every single one of them were. But yeah, it'll be down there, so make sure you go check that out. But yeah, you're going to be using this because it's super, super important. This is going to be one of your major damage increasers. Another big one is critical movement. This one's going to give you 50% crit chance if your health is below 30%. You can probably get away with like your base crit being a little bit lower. You're not going to have to invest too much because a lot of these Pictos will give you crit. You'll just put basically Pictos that give you crit on your character if you don't have them yet there, and then try to get to 50% crit, and then once you activate your thing, you have 100% crit. Get critical movement. This is going to give you big damage boost. You definitely need it. Another big one will be Glass Cannon. This will deal 25% more damage, but you'll take 25% more damage. We are not trying to take damage. We're just trying to blow everything up, and since you're going to start first because you have a lot of speed, we don't care about taking damage. Damage don't matter to us. We're killing them. That one's another really big one. Next, we have Immaculate. This is another one that has speed, crit, as well as more damage. You're going to get 30% until a hit is received. Another really big one that's going to give you tons of damage. The other one is going to be Painted Power. Painted Power is going to give you the ability to exceed 9999. You get this simply from beating the base campaign. So that one you should already have if you're watching this video for your progression. Besides that, that's really all you need to really get this build off the ground. If you want to min-max a little bit more, obviously we're going to have way more things. But as you can see here, we're using like Shortcut, Auto Rush, Cheater. We're using Energizing Star. We actually don't need the Energizing stuff. We can actually take that off because she gets her own power. Greater Powerful is another great option. Powerful on Shell is good because you're going to do, you can use SOS Shell, give you Shell at the start. Because you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to go below 50%. And then if you get Powerful on Shell, it'll give you Powerful. And then with Greater Powerful, it'll give you Greater Powerful and you'll do more damage. That's like another synergy. And then you can get Teamwork. This one's in like the yellow force or something. A vendor sells it. You can do Roulette if you need a little bit of like conditional damage. You can take it off, put it on. This one's a little bit hit or miss. Probably don't use it most of the time. But if you need a little bit, like let's say for example, you're trying to progress to a point where you can like get some of the things that you need to kill the monster in the ocean, you can use Roulette to help you out. You'll need to just hit it 50-50, so it'll be pretty good. For the most part, everything else is pretty straightforward. Everything I showed you here should be good for Maelle, and you don't really need anything else. Now, if you want to go a step further and make this build a little bit better, I like to complement her with Sael. Loon doesn't really do much. I'd use Loon for Ice Lance to slow enemies. You can I'll have a more in-game like full team build later, or maybe I'll do a specific build for these characters later. But if you want for Lune, just put Ice Lance on her and just use her as an Ice Lance bot. And then for Sael, the only thing you need on her is Intervention, and then Rush and all set. Everything else really literally don't matter. Just give them some HP, give them some speed. As you can see there, they have no points and they're not using it. We already killed pretty much everything you're seeing in the video. So this is just alternative options just to help you out. But for the most part, your major focus for this specific video is Maelle. She's going to do every bit of the content for you. For our attributes, as you can probably tell looking at my attributes, we have 33 points. We're still floating because, to be quite frank, we're just so strong and we're just leveling so fast that we don't even really care. We can allocate these points, and I probably should, but what's really important here is getting defense and agility. This is going to be a little bit different if you're using a different weapon. Generally speaking, don't scale vitality and don't scale... I mean, you can scale luck if you're using another weapon that has like a luck scaling, then that's fine. but you don't want to get over 50% crit. You'll probably go, like, let's say that you have a luck scaling weapon, get it to about 50% where your crit rate is there, and then probably go to the substat, which will probably be like agility or something. Then max agility, and then whatever the substat is, and then we'll go to might, which we should probably put these points into and give us some more extra damage. But yeah, our power for Maelle right now is 9,304. Again, I just started this build. I just started in game like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Realistically, 3 hours ago between cooking and stuff. So just keep that in mind. You can be really strong with this build. With that said, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. Down in the description, I will have all the places you need for all the Pictos as well as the weapons so that you can find it yourself. I have 30 hours of footage. There's no way I can look through all that. It's just way too much for a 30-second snippet. But yeah, go look down there if you need to find some of the stuff. And for the rest of you who wants to see progression, we're gonna go do that right now. Subscribe to the channel for those of you who are leaving. All right, so you're level 40, 50, whatever the case is, and you're trying to get prepared to get strong, and you're trying to build around this build or just generally progress. Let's go over how I would do it. So first things first, we need to take a look at our main DPS weapon. Let's say it's Maelle, for example, and see what we want to do with that. So let's say, for example, you don't have this weapon here, and you have a different weapon. Like I suggested in the video, the Burlerum, this could be a really great option. Your first goal is to get this weapon to level 20. That's going to be your first goal. And the best way to do this, let's say you don't have all the little tokens to level up your weapon. You're going to come here to the Visage, or the Visages, is on the little mountain, not too far from here. You should be fairly familiar with it if you're progressing the story. You just came from here. You're going to come in here. So you're at the plaza, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take the plaza, we're going to fast travel, we're going to go to the Sadness Vale, and this is where you're going to farm for the tokens you need to level up your character. Level up your weapon. So you're going to come back here, turn around, and this four-legged freak here is who you're going to be bullying for probably about, I don't know, it depends on your level of your weapons. I use mine kind of stupidly, but for probably most of you, it probably won't take you more than 10 minutes to do this. Her Stendhal without any buffs generally should be able to kill this guy very easy. Obviously I'm Giga overtuned, so I'm gonna overkill him. I have 7 million damage non-buffed, but generally you're gonna do it, and as you can see there, he drops the Resplendent Chrono Catalyst, and this is what you're gonna essentially do for the next maybe 10 or so minutes until you get your weapon to level 19. That is the most important thing. Come back here, reset, upgrade your weapon, and just to do an example, do I have something with this weapon for her? As you can see here, you can just do it 4 times, and then once you get to level 19, you're going to be capped. You can't do that, and then we need to move on to our next place to get these Grandois Chroma Catalysts. So now that you have your weapon to level 19, you have one of two options that's going to make it easier for you to get the first couple of upgrades. Maybe the first upgrade, I would probably, no, it doesn't matter. Like, first off, come to the tower. If you come to the tower here, the Endless Tower, the first boss felt extremely easy to beat, and it will give you one of those tokens so that you can upgrade. Now, you're going to need to upgrade quite a bit more, but if you're passing by, you're coming from the Visages, stop by here, come here, go fight the boss, and grab one of them. Now, this is going to be dependent on what you have picked up through the game. It's really hard to say what your power is going to be at the time. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here to this little area here, and it's called the Dark Shores, and it's going to say danger for you. And even if it says danger for you, it doesn't matter too much, because what you're doing is picking up items. So this Dark Shore, this is going to be one of the best farming locations, and every time you kill a monster, it's going to give you 500,000 experience, and that's going to level you up like crazy. So this is where Dark Shores is, and we're going to not only pick up some items, but we're going to kill some enemies. Now for me, they're not going to be here because I already picked them up, but there's going to be some items like there. These two idiots are going to be guarding one there, and they're going to be like a bunch of items all around the map. And these items are going to be used to upgrade your weapon to level 20 and beyond. You're going to try... Oh, there's actually still one here. Nice. So maybe... I don't know if this one's one of them, but hopefully it is for the video. Please. No. Color of Luminant. Anyway, there'll be some of those too. Man. But yeah, just pick those up. And you'll just try to get your weapon as powerful as possible, because you're going to farm these guys. Now, these guys are omega dangerous. They're very hard to kill. And if, let's say, you're playing a build very similar to mine's, where you're just hyper investing into this character here, Maelle, you're going to avoid this pack here, because you can't kill them, and you can farm these 2 packs. Now, the way I did this, and I'm going to just tell you the Pictos I needed specifically to do it. So for Maelle, what I needed, and I'm not going to edit too much of this because I'm just trying to do it. So the Pictos I needed to be able to beat them reliably was to get teamwork. Teamwork is in like the yellow forest. So go pick that up. Is you just gotta buy it. You like jump up and you find it. There's plenty of videos that goes over it on YouTube. Just go pull up a 30-second video and go over it. Or Fextra Life. I'll have it in the description. The Fextra Life video web page I looked at. I'm fumbling my words. I'm not gonna edit this though. But yeah, you'll get teamwork. You'll get, what else we got? Make sure you have Immaculate. You may have this. I'll have it in the description. Go pick up Glass Cannon. And for the most part, as long as you have Death Door and Critical Movement, you should be able to pretty much kill these. You won't have Cheater because he's too hard to kill. But if you have the Visceral weapon or whatever it's called, the one that puts you in that stance, you should be able to do it. And then you need to have Painted Power, but you should have it because you're in game. If you want to go a little bit above and beyond, you can get Greater Powerful and then go Shell and then get the Shell on Powerful and Shell, and that will 100% guarantee that you can kill them. But you're essentially just trying your best to just kill both of them one time. You may fail it like 2 or 3 times, but you just need to get the roll where you get the perfect roll and you kill them, and it shouldn't be too long. And these guys are not that hard to kill. But let's say that you're trying to kill one. What I typically do is I'll have a double thing for this showcase, but you naturally won't. But you'll just go last chance and activate it. I'm gonna skip turn. It'll put you in this state. If you're using the other weapon, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna skip this turn to give a better representation of it. And then, for example, I don't know, what I like to do here is I like to slow with her. And also the one I'm not going to kill, so I'll slow him. And I'll drop his speed low. And then you'll use her. She'll be all set because you put all the things that energizing, things that make it so she gets the points. And you'll go all set, intervention, 5 points. And you'll go right back into her. And just force her to do attack. Go in there, and then you'll do the Cinder Hall. Kill one of them. You should have more than enough damage to kill one of them. Obviously, I'm a super overkill, but you'll just be able to kill one. And then, again, I'm going to skip turn. You're going to have to, like, block, parry him. I have no volume up, so I can't listen to audible cues. You'll have to parry him and get through this. And you're going to kind of do the same thing. And you're just, ideally, keep my L up, like I did here. So we'll resurrect her. You won't have any. I'm not playing with volume, sorry. I don't record with volume. And you'll just kind of do the same thing. Well, when Maelle get up, last chance, get her in the state. Her turn will come up. Technically, you would skip. And if you didn't die there, she would have had the tint. You would give her energy, for example, here. And then I would go into the skill, go back into intervention, and then have Maelle kill this guy, and then she'll be dead. But we'll just play it out, because you may not get lucky. Who knows? Fucking run rush or something. Rush. Ooh. So he's going to do the spear. This is a Giga dodge, easy one. 1, 2, boom. You can just play it back, and this is just... I don't have the audio on, so I'm a little bad without my audio cues. And then you'll just do this, blow him up. And it'll be a little bit of a slog a couple of times doing it. But you'll kill him like that, basically. And as you can see there, you got 590,000 XP. And if you're like level 40 at this point, like you're getting like 2 or 3 levels. And you're getting those Grandoise Chroma Catalysts. And every single upgrade is going to give you some pretty decent power. I'm going to just show it with her face's weapon. Where is it? This weapon. You can see here, Like from 19 to 20 is a pretty significant damage increase, right? So that's a pretty big increase. And then once you get to this point where you can like do this, you're just gonna upgrade and you're gonna just spend the next, I don't know, it depends on your power and how strong your build is, because my build was kind of ass, but I still was able to do it. And you're gonna just basically get this weapon all the way up to level 30, 32. As you can see here for my Maelle weapon that I used, because I didn't have this weapon, I had to go fight the boss. I used this one and I got it to 29, and that was enough. And then from here, once you get that to 29, and you're not gonna be able to kill these guys super fast still, but once you get it to 29, you're gonna leave. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come here where the tower is. I believe is right here. I'll probably have another YouTuber creator's video playing, but you'll see a big guy in the water there, and this guy is going to drop you the one that lets you play twice cheater. So you're gonna come park here, land, because you're gonna probably die like 2 or 3 times until you get a good roll. Unless you're stronger than me, you're probably very likely stronger than me at this point. And then you're gonna come over here and you're gonna beat his ass, and he's going to drop cheater. And once you get cheater, that's where your damage gets insane, because everything just dies for the most part. Everything just literally dies. So as you can see there, he's probably killing cheater, the person video I yoinked this from. Heck. And then you got cheater now. From there, you're gonna pretty much make one more decision. The first will be, you want either to get this weapon, Medulum or Maelle. I don't know, most of you probably already have it. If you don't, whatever. If you don't have it, you're gonna be using this one. You're gonna come back here. You're gonna do this thing. But if you do have it, you're just gonna come back here. And this is gonna give, I'm gonna show you in a second. But yeah, I'm gonna show you for the people who don't have it first. And then we're gonna go fight the lady, whatever her name is. Just grab it. I'm not gonna die. I don't know why I clicked on that. I keep mentally pretending like I'm someone lower level. But yeah, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna fight this guy. You have to fight it with the person specifically you want the weapon for. Like if you come with Minoko, whatever his name is, it's gonna be an easy fight, but it doesn't do anything for you. So you need to fight him with Maelle. Now, one thing that's super important to know about this guy specifically is she has an ability that will make it so that she bypasses your first strike. So no matter what your speed is, she's gonna always hit you first. And this is kind of why you want to click that save there, because you may be bad at parrying like I am sometimes. So she's gonna go first despite my speed. Actually, she didn't. Okay. Well, if you have my speed, you can go first. But basically, if you're at that point, you need to make sure you have like 1,700 speed on your character, and that will guarantee that you will go second. You'll have your double strike. I mean, your cheat death, which is gonna give you a ton of speed. It's like 422 speed or something crazy. And you put that on, she's gonna get 1 turn, and you just need to parry her 3 hits or 4 hits, whatever she does. And then you're just gonna come here and just do this. You're gonna have cheat death, and it's gonna instantly put you here, irregardless of the weapon. It doesn't matter. You're gonna Cinder Haul her. Boom. You're gonna blow her up and kill her. That's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna get her weapon. You're gonna get more of those tokens. And then you're going to be able to use that weapon. And then you're gonna go back. Now she's not gonna give me any more weapons, but you're gonna get the weapon. You're gonna move on. You're gonna go back. Actually, she already gave. Oh, she did give it to me. Nice. So she gave me Chroma instead. So as you can see there, I got the weapon because that's how you get each of their arena weapons after the fact. And then we're gonna just take off. Take off once again. And contingent upon what you have at the time. Let's say you just got this weapon here for a Maelle. The Medellum. You need to level it. You're gonna farm all these idiots. And I'm gonna show you how you will farm them. You're gonna just first test it on that pack. See if you can kill them in one go. If you can't kill them in one go, go get those Pictos we talked about, because you will need them to pretty much get it. But you'll be faster than them. You will always start first. So you'll do last chance with her. Boom, get the buffs. And then you're just gonna skill, phantom strike them. boom, and you just blow them up. You'll probably hit them 4 times before you kill them, but you'll just keep doing that until you farm up the weapon. And since you can kill all 3 packs in one hit at this point, you'll be able to fully level up your weapon like in no time. So this will be like a 5-minute thing or something, not even. And then you're going to be swapping out your Pictos as well, just leveling them up, but the ones that are strong, like what you see here on the right. You generally want most of these except for the energizing ones. Those are for your other characters. I just have them because I'm lazy. But a death door, first strike, crit moment, offensive glass cannon, greater powerful immaculate painted power, powerful on shell. Don't use roulette. SOS shell and teamwork. All these are good. You're gonna farm those, and then you're gonna make sure you have a cheater. Maybe get auto rush, get shortcut. Most of these are pretty easy to get. And yeah, just get your weapon up to level 32. And as you could probably tell, do I have a weapon close to 32? Do actually. This weapon I was using. Cool. We can just test it. So we will get it to 32. Now you can see there, that's a pretty significant damage increase. And then your next progression is going to be doing level 33. And as you can see here, that's a pretty significant damage increase. And you need a perfect chroma catalyst. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did. Now, what you're going to do, and I don't have it because I obviously killed it. You're going to fly around. You're going to see a big, like, blue and white dragon or something in the sky. It's going to be like right here-ish or something. Or maybe down there somewhere. I don't fucking know. It's a dragon. You can't miss it. It's a flying dragon. You can't miss it, right? You're going to go up there and you're going to punch him. And you're going to fight this guy because he's going to give you an opportunity to drop them. I wonder if this can drop it too. No, I don't know. He's probably like up here, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, you're going to fight him. You're going to beat him up. Once you beat him up, he's going to drop one of those catalysts. And from there, you're going to be able to upgrade your weapon. And that will be pretty much all that really matters at this point for your progression. And once you get that weapon to level 33, you're going to have to make the determination if you want to continue to get Maelle stronger, or if you want to actively make the other character stronger. You're going to have to do that on your own in the direction you want to take your characters. But Maelle will be so strong that she can power level anyone. You will kill everyone and everything. And you can just focus on getting those guys strong after that. Now, what you can do if you want to push this, and this is what I'm going to be doing after I make this video, I'm going to push all these characters to 99. And how you can do that is coming to this place called Raynor's Draft. Can't see. SK's in the way. Raynor's Drafts here. This is south of the monolith. And this place requires SK to basically be able to swim. To do this is pretty simple. You need to go to camp. You need to sit with him. You need to build your relationship to 6. Just keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. You gotta fight the turtle guy one time or something. Kill the turtle guy. He's super low level. I killed him with the base character. I forget his name. I don't even know his name. Kill the turtle guy, and he's gonna be able to do that. You just come down here. Now, once you get through here, you're going to have to run the gauntlet, because this place is giga dangerous. And the problem with this place is most of these monsters are super strong. As you can see there, when it says danger for me, and I'm kind of strong right now. So this is like the in-game farming location. And I'm not going to let them hit me, but I'm gonna... No. No! Okay. Sorry. So, you're gonna not let them hit you. Because you don't want these guys hitting you at all, because they will kill you. So we want Maelle strong. And just to show you an example of how much they give you, now I'll show you the best farming location in this area. We're gonna kill them all. Bro, die. Good flyers. Whatever. We're just gonna let her invent in her. And she's like giga strong, so it don't matter if there's flyers. Or just blow them up. Tried to avoid the flyer pack, but as you can see that they gave me 1,000,000 since I took no damage. These guys are crazy dangerous. I know it seems like they're not, but they're super dangerous. If they hit you, they will. I don't think you can survive. I can't survive. I need to kill or be killed right now. That's kind of how they are. But you're going to avoid these guys. I'm going to keep progressing and just show you where you need to go. You'll need to come up here, run this way. A little bit of a long run. This one's a little dangerous because these clowns can actually hit you. I didn't want to get hit by these. You cool, bro? No. No. Run. Alright, go this way. Goddamn losers. Now these two are giga dangerous. These two mobs. Like, you don't want to mess with them. Like, stay hard right. Don't let this guy hit you. He's super dangerous. If you don't kill them, they will omega shit on you. Like, they still kind of kill me sometimes. I don't like them. And then you're going to make it here. And then you're almost done with the gauntlet. Gonna come right here. Right up here. And boom. There's the expedition flag. Gonna sit your happy ass here. Reset the area. And then what you're gonna do. We're almost there. Gonna come this way. And these guys, you're trying to go up there, basically. Come right here, sneak behind them. Goddamn losers, didn't see us. Boom. And you're just gonna talk to this guy. Trade. You're gonna fight the merchant. And then you're gonna get Maelle to level 100, basically, from here. See if I can kill them now. I need to start first, basically. So I had to parry this guy. I'm not quite fast enough, sadly. I need a little bit more speed, I think. And then you're going to kill them. Sorry about the volume, guys. I just don't like recording with sound on. Damn, this guy still lived. That's crazy. This guy's strong. I'm gonna go back into it. Wonder what he does. Big. Okay, we're gonna kill him here. And if you're a lot stronger than I am, you'll probably get stronger with a little bit more levels and more upgrades and things. But as you can see here, I got 2.1 million, and you'll just basically farm here. I mean, that's really all. Just gonna farm here, and then you're gonna get to level 99, and that is your in-game progression. That's really it. And then he's gonna just give you access to a ton of items, as you can see here. So you can get energizing attack, all these different items, augmented first strike. It gets a revival, just so many great things. Solo fighters, a lot of great options. You could probably get solo fighter and put that into your setup. There's Chroma Catalyst. I need to buy these. Actually, I'm buying all these. Putting it on her. That's crazy. But yeah, anyway, you're gonna pretty much buy here, and you can just keep fighting this merchant if you want to. As you can see here, I can go back into it. And you're gonna just farm here until you hit level 99. And that's all you really need to do. That's your progression for the end game. That's how you would get Maelle to where you need her to be strong. And that's like the future stuff. I'm probably going to repost this as a standalone video, but for those of you who stuck around for the Maelle video, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and for those of you who are watching this video as a standalone video, sorry about the confusion on why I'm talking about Maelle a lot, specifically, but that's why we're multi-purposing this video. But yeah, leave me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll probably do some more like character builds. Specifically, let me know what character you'd like to see me build, and then yeah, we'll do some new game plus stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Be safe.